I'm hanging on to the other side. I won't give up to the end of me. I'm what you get when the stars collide. Now face it, you're just an enemy. Whoa, whoa, you're crossing the line. Whoa, whoa, you're all out of time. Whoa, whoa, I'll take what is mine. I. Okay, all right, I'm gonna have to stop there for a bit. Oh well, anyway, good evening everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Hammer Guy Plays. Well, tonight we're gonna be playing some Asphalt Legends, and well, this has actually been a very interesting second week. So there's been a lot of cars that I've upgraded. Sorry, a lot of cars that I start up this week, and one car that I've successfully uh goldened and then evoed right after, because I had like 16, I had like 12 evo tickets ready to go. Weird. So that was like the fastest turnaround. So we're gonna be showing that in a lot of events lined up for today. So we're gonna get to that. But as usual, I'm gonna have to do my my usual announcements on this, on the various social media platforms that I'm typically using. So we're gonna have to do that. Anyway, I'll be back hopefully within 3 minutes. That means I'm gonna have to speed run this. Holy crap! Oh well. Anyway, Twitter, Facebook, then we have Gank, then we have on Discord. Wait, no. Ah, heck. Like that board? No, I want the Discord. Round 9 Neon Mirage? No. It's round 2 already at this point. Anything else? Oh, hello, Malaki954. Thank you for joining in. I'm about done. I'm actually checking something important. Hold on a minute. Actually, hold on a minute. I'm gonna start very soon. Don't worry about it. All right. All right. All right. I'm beginning. Don't worry. All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Hammer Guy Plays. Tonight we're gonna be playing some Asphalt Legends, and we're gonna be exploring quite a lot of things that I've unlocked over this weekend. There's definitely a lot. Well, I didn't just unlock. I actually upgraded and started up a lot of things in this weekend. So we're gonna explore that today. But before I begin, as usual, this issue is still prevalent right now. So all right, there you go. Unfortunately, the issue still prevails that if you are not an engaged viewer, there's a very high chance that your view is not uh, there's a very high chance that your view is not going to be counted if you're not an engaged viewer, which is a little unfortunate. So I'm gonna have to keep putting up that pinned comment almost I guess almost every time. So anyway, let's get started. Okay. Unfortunately, I have not mounted my acoustic panels completely yet, so that's a big yikes. Uh, ADHD problems, I guess. So anyway, this. Okay, hold on. Let me collect a bunch of stuff first. Okay. Mostly. Sorry. What else is in here? We got the Shelby Super Snake here. Well, okay. We got the Pujo 9x8. What else am I missing? Oh yeah, wait. Complete decision missions. Grand Prix XJR9. I'm currently my previous round. In my previous round, I was able to hit second place. And the really interesting thing here is that, well, we got one alien, and I'm currently in. By the way, quick note: I'm currently in. Where is that? I'm currently in tier 4, so I have at most 2 chances to actually get good. So I have a reasonable chance to actually win the key for this car. This car has been featured multiple times in what is this? In Burst of Speed quite a lot. Well, quite often. I'm not saying a lot, but quite often. So that's that. Team Fortzilla P1 is pretty interesting because I have maxed out. Because of this event, I have maxed out the Zenvo TS1, which at the moment is like the most. I'm currently stage 10 at the moment, so sorry. Realistically speaking, effectively, it's kind of stage 8. So this is like 4-star level. No, this is like 3-star. 4-star is stage 10. 5 stars up to stage 12. So I have like approximately 12 million to get this to max. But right now I don't have much use for this car right now because I'm currently in Platinum 3 in multiplayer. But this car does get featured quite a lot in Platinum 1 because hey, more cars for me to be able to use, then definitely better. And because of this event, I was successfully able to max out the Fordzilla P1, which is really great. Of course, yeah, I'm able to max out the Fordzilla P1. Oh, wait. Also, wait. Hold on. Also, in this event, the Ferrari Enzo is pretty interesting because the Enzo, I already have the Enzo at maxed, but I don't have it at gold. So, completing this event, if you have the car at 5 stars, completing this stage guarantees that your car becomes gold. And of course, it's Evo tuned. Of course. And because this car is Evo tuned, it makes sense that this is currently the one on my loading screen right now. I have to say, the Evo parts for this car is pretty great. The nitro system and the nitro gain kit are actually pretty interesting. I'm not saying that it's like really good, but they're pretty interesting. The special packs are actually, I wouldn't exactly say that they're that interesting. They're mostly tires. What does it do? One of them modifies air top speed. Yeah, one of them modifies air top speed, and then the other one leans a little more towards top speed. Okay. So for this one here on the Ferrari, I'm gonna have a dedicated video. Exploring the. Oh, hello Halloween. Thank you for joining in. I'm gonna have a dedicated video exploring the different Evo parts for the Ferrari Enzo. But I have to say the different nitros are actually pretty interesting. All of them, okay, I'll just equip the basic one. All of them basically uses a risk. All of them actually increases the nitro speed consistently, depending on what you want to focus on. So this one is Shockwave. Then there's one is for Perfect Nitro. There's another one for slightly stronger Shockwave. What else? Featherlight Perfect Nitro, and then Perfect Heavy Core Perfect Nitro. When you get to Heavy Core, this is actually where things get interesting. Heavy Core Shockwave is what I typically use. It gives a massive... This one I would say is pretty brutal. It gives a massive speed boost. It increases your shockwave duration, and it actually increases your acceleration big time. But your regular Nitro suffers, which is very interesting. And it's also pretty similar for Perfect Nitro, but I don't have Perfect Nitro. I don't own the Perfect Nitro part. When I unlocked the Evo parts for this, I remembered previous season there was quite a lot of Evo parts that the game that the events basically gave out. So I had like 12 ready to go, and then once you unlock Evo, you have like 4 free. So there's that. These mods basically rockets the car up to 4,500 rank, basically making it butt heads with Platinum 1 cars. So we're gonna explore that later. We're gonna show that later. Am I missing anything? Oh yeah, Pagani Utopia. Some people are asking this. The Evo tuning is kind of big brain for them because this is like what is this? In mini simulator racing sims, right? In many simulator racing sims, it kind of makes sense. Tell me, wait, this one isn't refreshing. Tell me about the next update. Are there patch notes already? I'm pretty sure there aren't yet. I mean, it's only week 2 of this. It's only week 2 of this season. Usually, the next update shows up around on Monday of week 4, more often than not. So probably in 2 weeks' time, I'm probably gonna have to discuss that. But then again, it's not 2 weeks yet, so 2 streams from now probably. So I don't know if there's gonna be more Evo cars. That would be nice. So all three of the Evo cars are already Evoed. However, at the moment there is no update. So what am I missing? All right. Actually, wait. Hold on a minute. I haven't modified. Wait. No. Not Team Pursuit. Limited multiplayer. Okay. The first classic multiplayer in a month. You have some news about the next update? The answer is no. I don't have yet. I mean, come on. It's been like uh so immediately the next season is going to be another update. That is for sure. It's probably going to feature the Halloween season. It's probably going to be a Halloween season and the Black Friday season. That's usually the case. That's usually the case that happens. But I'm not an Asphalt creator. Okay, I'm not an Asphalt partner creator, unfortunately. So I don't have news for that. I think in the previous update, I actually had a reaction video. Sorry, a reaction live on stream where I reacted to Nox Fury's updates. Yeah. However, something very interesting here. Let me pull up a. Hold on a minute. Where is it? Where is the window? Let me get the window. Hold on a minute. All I can say is that there is a guarantee, a very high chance that Gameloft is going to include the new Lamborghini, because we all know that. Yeah, because we all know that Gameloft is a total Lamborghini simp. That's for sure. And the new Lamborghini, by the way, is the what is this? What's his name? Right, there you go. At bare minimum, I can show you the event, the special event calendar. At bare minimum. Or not Legacy of Speed. Today's 29. So A7X is here. What's coming up next? 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Is there any new ones? It's coming up. Moon Festival is coming up next. Probably tomorrow. And after that is Porsche of Legends. Oh, the 935 special hunt is coming next week. Interesting. Okay. I think that's actually the last one. When is 2 of October? That's Thursday. That's when the Mosler's gonna come out. Vigo, hello. Editing in CapCut. Okay. New Lamborghini, which class? I'm actually not sure. For context, this is the new Lamborghini. This one is kind of like in the same. This one is kind of like in the same realm of Lamborghinis as the. What is this? In the 2010s, there was the Centenario and the Veneno, right? And then for this year, because there's like Lamborghini usually has like mass-produced models, which is kind of which is out of reach for most people, realistically speaking. I mean, Lamborghini is a luxury, is a high-performance car brand, realistically speaking. So, this is in the same realm as the Veneno and the Centenario, because these are like the hyper rare sub 20 or sub 30 cars that they're ever going to sell about these, and they're like incredibly expensive kind of deal. And then the Cian this decade is kind of like that as well. It's like incredibly rare, but they're incredibly high performance as well. So the Phenomenal is like their it's like their second car for this decade. So they have the Cian, and then they have the Revuelto and the Temerario, which is like this decade's version of the Aventador and the Huracan. They usually have a high performance in the cheaper one. So that's for this decade. But then they're also going to sell like incredibly hyper rare cars. That's like they're only gonna sell 20 or 30 of these for this decade. So the Cian is definitely one of them. And then the Fenomeno, which interesting. This Lamborghini good, I'm actually not sure. But they're what is this? Their major selling point is that this is their best V12 engine that they have put in the Lamborghini so far. So, but then again, its top speed is only 350 kilometers per hour. My guess, because the Revuelto is also 350 kilometers per hour in real life. So my guess is that this is going to be a new Class B car, and of course, being total Lamborghini simps that Gameloft is, they're probably going to make this the new Class B King, or maybe a pretty high-end Class A car. Or rather, no, it's a 6-star. It's probably going to be a 6-star Class A car that's like right next to the Countach. Probably, I'm not sure. I have no information about this car being in A9, but my guess is that because this car is a hybrid, my guess is that they could throw a curveball. It's probably going to perform similar to the Revuelto, probably faster, and then they're gonna put a perfect nitro boost or something because this car is a hybrid. So it's probably gonna be like the fastest Class B Lamborghini that exists in the game, or something, or probably the fastest Lamborghini that isn't Class S. I'm not sure. No, considering the Revuelto and the Temerario became the Class B Kings when they came out, I have a very high suspicion that this car definitely looks like it could be the Class A King or Class B King. No, closer to Class B King, that's for sure. Because they just literally released a Class A King like this update, realistically speaking. For context, by the way, this car is the name Fenomeno, okay, is actually based on is actually a name of a horse. So if I decided to remove the name Fenomeno and put horse, interestingly enough, it's a Japanese horse. So of course, Uma Musume is gonna be here. You guys know that gacha game where they have like anime girl horses? Yeah. Oh look, she's also wearing black and yellow. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, so of course, because it's a name of a horse, specifically a Japanese horse, of course it's gonna be an Uma Musume. Alright. Anyway, so that's the Lamborghini Fenomeno. Very likely going to be in the next update. And because consistently, when the Revuelto came out, immediately the next day, they literally had an update with a SE ready to go. This was like 2 years ago, I think. And then last year, when the Temerario came out, I think that was the Haunted. I'm not sure if that was the Haunted Wheel season. Yeah, that was the Haunted Wheel season. When the Temerario came out, they also had immediately another SE that came out, specifically for you to win the Temerario. In both cases, people were given the car for free. These cars are both key cars. They were given the car for free. All you had to do is just participate in stage 1 of the event, and then that's it. Yeah. You can have it free, but then again, if you want to max it out, of course, you're going to have to throw some money at the game. No duh. Anyway, so that's That's the phenomenon. All right. All right, let's get back to business. Or rather, I think I've already rambled a lot already. Okay, we're gonna have to get down to business. I actually did start my timer yet, so that's okay. Let me put this one away for now. All right. Okay. Wait, what was I doing? Limited multiplayer, special event. Okay. It's been a while since I did. Yeah, the previous Grand Prix was actually the DSE 10s, which I actually won. With the exception that I didn't win the key directly. I actually got it from a gacha pack. The Grand Prix gacha pack. No joke. No joke. XJR9. Yeah. So we're gonna get to Grand Prix later. But for now, let's get to the seasonal events. So first up, we got the A7X. Let's see what we got. Skull tokens. So for the A7X, I have the Super Snick. Yeah, the Super Snick, by the way, is actually included in the. Wait, you know what? Let me update my. I'm currently By the way, I'm actually currently working on my spreadsheet that I'm going to make a video about. So do watch out for that very soon. Probably I'm gonna do it like I'm gonna release it like this week. Super Snick, how many BPs currently? 33 BPs, which I'm probably gonna win more this. Kepler Motion currently at 8, MK4 at 5. Okay. So the Kepler Motion, the Ford M4, all of these are like 1 star away from getting maxed out. So I guess this will be the first spotlight event where I max out all the cars. Probably. Alright. I just need 4. 2 shockwaves, airtime, and jumps. Okay. Wait, what's the time right now? 40 minutes. Okay. Unfortunately, this spotlight event does not play any music or any specific music, unfortunately, so that's a big yikes. I'll be honest, it's actually refreshing to see a muscle car in A class. Because many of the cars in A class are like hyper cars, or like cars that are like built for racing, or incredible luxury cars that isn't even muscle cars. So seeing the Super Snick, here is actually pretty interesting. And somebody even recommended that they should include more muscle cars in the game, since most of the muscle cars are like restricted to like D or C class. Now there are definitely hyper muscle cars in the game. Like for example the S. Now technically speaking, I wouldn't exactly call the SSC a muscle car or a muscle car brand, but then again, they are an American company, so where is the guitar picks? I actually didn't realize until much later that these pickups for the collector event are actually guitar picks. The first one that I saw was Asphalt Legends strength. Yeah. The first thing I saw was definitely the lightning bolt. Yeah, the lightning bolt icon, and not the shape of the bolt. If GL gives the key of the Chimera in the SE, Please tell me. All right. You know, this is so weird. I think the chat is not updating on my phone. Weird. All right. Anyway. All right. All right. That's a lot. So we got the super snack. 10 tokens. 125,000. Holy crap. Okay, that's a lot. Got 2 more to go. In terms of daily events, there's not really much going on. I definitely need to practice my my Nevera TA because according to some people online, they said the Nevera TA, the Nevera time attack is actually pretty good even if you don't have it maxed. Come on. Dang it, I got none. Oh well. Is it on the right side? No, left side. According to Mr. Lags Behind, they said the super snack, even if it can floaty, and this car is actually pretty prone to floaty. Unfortunately, this car's drifting radius is a little wide. Even if you do try the floaty. I mean, to be fair, it is a muscle car, so I don't know what you're expecting here. In real life, muscle cars are meant to be like incredibly not okay for cornering. Well, on average. Hello, taxi driver. Thank you for joining in. I think I met you recently on in an MP1 lobby, I think, and this time I'm guaranteed that I have it on video. What is this barrel doing here? You know what? I need to check what is your actual channel name. Let me look at it. Hey. I think my phone is lagging. Hold on. Oh, okay. So it's a taxi driver too. All right. All right. Okay. If I have at least 2 clips of you, and I plan to tag you when I upload those videos. Sorry, YouTube Shorts. At the moment, I'm mostly creating YouTube Shorts. Give me the answer to my question. Again, there is no Mossler. There is no Mossler event yet, so I cannot answer you right now. However, here's something interesting. Consistently, if this car is not like the highlight of the special event, more often than not, they're gonna, and it's a key car, more often than not, that is the case. So, more often than not, that is the case. I think it's only in I think the previous spotlight event where there's a key car featured, and even if you maxed it, you can't get the key. No. Not only that, the previous spotlight event, in the previous spotlight event before that, the 20th anniversary spotlight event, there were definitely stages where even if you have the car maxed, you can't get the key, which is a little unfortunate. And it's only in those spotlight events. But as of right now, I think none of these cars are key cars, so I don't know. It's consistently it's in special events. Now the Mossler is not the Muscler is not a key car, so it's definitely not key locked, and you don't have to, you know, max out, finish all the conditions. I have a very strong, so my guess is that it's very, very likely that you can get the Chimera if you have the car maxed. But then again, that's a big if you have the car maxed, because that's a hyper rare car. So yeah, I cannot answer. So unfortunately, yeah, I cannot give you a straight answer, but I can make it at least an educated guess. That's all I can do for now. Okay. Got him. I'll be legitimately honest. I feel like I think within this weekend I mostly start up. No unlocks, unfortunately. I start up at least 10 cars, and now I have an issue. Which car should I be upgrading first? So again, this is mostly a champagne problem or something. Because I do have a lot of pre-existing cars. I do have a lot. My garage is actually pretty expensive, with the exception I don't have the king cars. Understandable. I mean, if you're a 90% free-to-play player, it kind of makes sense that you're not gonna. It kind of makes sense that you're not gonna have the king cars that often. Let's go over here. So yeah, I say if Gameloft give the key of the Chimera, can I go for it? Again, if you have the car at max, there's a very high chance that you can get. There's a very high chance that you can get it. But at the moment, I cannot tell you, because the event currently doesn't. The event currently doesn't exist. You're gonna have to wait until like October 2, unfortunately. So yeah, that's a big mix. All right. That's some amount of tokens. 1 million bucks. Or 1 million. Okay. Kepler Motion and Ford GTM4. Which one? Chimera is good acceleration and good handling car. Yeah. I would say that among the king cars right now, the fastest of the fast, I would say, if you're gonna ask me, I think the Imperium is actually one of those high agility king cars. Like the Devil is like, for example, the Devil is like straight up raw speed. But as of a recent Gauntlet encounter, somebody brought the Devil. I think it's a 2-star Devil to Gezira Island, and then I literally beat him with a Class A car. Yeah, bad decision. Gezira Island, if you guys are not familiar, 40% of the track is literally drifting, because that's the 270-degree drift. Yeah, good luck getting that car to speed. I mean, you could, but good luck getting the car to speed. Okay, so Kepler Motion and the Ford GTM4. Okay. So in this event, I think I can get a total of 30 blueprints for both of them. Yeah, I can get 30 blueprints for both of them based on this event. So let's see. Claim 1,000 skull tokens. Okay. Let's see. So the Kepler motion. Wait, hold on. I get 5 here, and then I get another 5 here. So that's 10. And then over here for the Kepler motion again, there's another 10 here. So that's 20. 20, okay, it's 20. For the Ford GTM4, there's 10 here. Yeah, there's 10 there. But a little earlier, the Ford GTM4 is over here. So that's 5 and then another 5. So that's a total of 20. So you get 2. Wait. Yeah, you get 20 for free. Total of 20 for free. Which means both the Kepler motion and the Ford GTM4. I'm currently on my last star before max. So for 20, I need to get this to 34. At least. Or by... But since I'm going to be earning like 10 of these. Yeah. So pretty much, I have a very, very high chance that I'm going to max these cars out. Especially the Ford GTM4. As well as the Shelby Super Snick. And all I have... And the good thing about this is that I have one less car to worry about in Gauntlet. So that's good. In the Gauntlet store at least. Alright. What else am I missing? The Fordzilla M1, P1. I do have it maxed, just not upgraded yet. But this car is definitely a beast in many high-speed tracks. I guess people take issue for it for having a really craptastic drift radius. I understand that. Yeah. So basically, in most American tracks, it's definitely gonna do well. No. Let's do daily events. Not the Authentica. Oh yeah, I do own... Quick note, I do own the Authentica. You know what's really interesting about this car? You guys know what's interesting about this car? This car... You guys may have noticed that this car... Come on, give it to me. Okay. This car is like the only epic rarity S-Class car that has been introduced after Asphalt 9. There's only 4 that's here, and this one is like, hey, what the heck? There's like only 4 that is here, and this one is like the only one that shows up like goes right smack in the middle. And I assure you, this car is like, I wouldn't exactly say that it's the worst investment ever. I would say this one has, because realistically speaking, you're probably not going to use this in multiplayer. Realistically, the only good cars in multiplayer are the Volcano and the Hypersport. They're pretty similar in their speed. The Authentica, though, realistically speaking, this is more of a collector's item. If you're gonna ask me, where's the Legend Pass? The Legend Pass includes the Berlinetta. Where is it? The Legend Pass includes an unlock for the Berlinetta. And for the first time ever since last year, for the Rimac TA, the Nevera TA, you include a key car. But I assure you, if you're getting the pass specifically only for the key car, you're gonna be sorely disappointed, because even for milking this car for EXP, it's kind of meh. I would say that it's like an S-Class car, a common S-Class 6-star car, but only slightly better. I wouldn't say it's like that much better. It's like it's only slightly better. So the car is kind of meh. Like, realistically speaking, if you're looking at this car, it reminds you of the Lamborghini Invincible. Just get the Invincible, realistically speaking. whenever the car actually shows up. Just get the invincible. This is the reason why in many of my streams, I don't call this car the Lamborghini Authentica, I call it the replica. Because an Authentica means like it's genuine. Yeah, so I'd rather call this the Lamborghini replica. No joke. So this car's definitely gonna haunt me in my nightmares. Interestingly enough, this is like the only bottom rarity car. Okay, for context. This is what I call a bottom rarity car. It's like, this is uncommon. They're the ones that start the class, right? Then after the uncommons, you have the rare cars, right? And then for class A, you have like the rare cars. So this is like, interesting enough, this is the one and only bottom rarity car that is locked behind the key. Which is a little bit of an oxymoron when you think about it. So weird. Anyway, what else we got? Carrera GT. No, I have not. Yes, Carrera GT. I should do the Carrera GT. Okay. So even if you're gonna get the car specifically to milk EXP, from it, I mean, come on. That's like the only... Can I get this jump? Okay, that was a bad jump. Okay. On. $358. Interesting. Red One, hello, thank you for joining in. Of course. I guess the physics said no today. Kick. Okay. Not my best time, but hey, stuff happens. You know what? I want to check something out. Where is that? Continental Whirlwind Curve. Okay. Let me turn off. Wait. Light, medium, heavy, light. Okay. Let me turn off my Evo tune for now. So this this is a normal golden Ferrari, which is a little bit of a oxymoron when you think about it. Alright, let's go. Oh my god, there are some people playing real Asphalt outside. Fun. Come on, come on. Okay. 1 minute 16. Not bad. Okay. Now, let's put the Evo tune on. So look at this. 4009 rank. Alright? Put the lightweight engine. Let's put the medium drivetrain. Let's put the heavy shockwave and the heavyweight flywheels, and then the reduction. 4,584. What the heck? Hey, let's see. 1 minute 16 was my best time a while ago. For context, this car goes to 379 kilometers per hour. Let's see how fast this thing goes. .400 kilometers per hour. And guess what? I have a hard time running out of shockwave. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on, come on. One minute 13? And no, not just that. You may have noticed. You guys may have noticed that, yes, I was having a hard time running out of shockwave. Usually, the general wisdom is that when you hit the top speed, like at the very top of your nitro, you should switch to yellow nitro, right? You should switch to yellow nitro to just maintain your to just keep using your nitro and maintain your speed. Or if you're using a what is this? If you're using a car with perfect nitro boost, realistically speaking, you should be switching to that instead. All right, let's try a track that is actually going to show them. to the extent of this car. But here's the thing. With the Evo tuning, look at this. Let's unequip this for now, right? Featherlight Shockwave. So 15 kilometers per hour is the speed boost generally. Okay. Featherlight Shockwave increases the nitro time by 0.2 seconds and gains a speed boost of approximately 9 kilometers per hour. And then there's some decent amount of acceleration that it gains. Not that much, but still pretty substantial. Do I have any? Featherlight Perfect Nitro increases the speed boost by 3 kilometers per hour and increases the duration by 5 seconds with some acceleration boost. I mean, it's Featherlight, so I'm not really expecting much. Next Speed Perfect Nitro only increases the duration and the speed boost. Next Speed Shockwave, holy fudge cake, it increases the speed boost by 12 kilometers per hour and increases it by 313.4 seconds. Now, the one I do have is Heavy Core Shockwave. Heavy Core Shockwave is very brutal. Look at this. From 2.7 seconds, it goes to 3.3 seconds. A whopping 0.6 or more than half a second of shockwave. Not only that, the shockwave is 3.4 nanometers. I'm not really sure if this is supposed to be nanometers or I'm not sure. This is like torque. It gets like 400 units of whatever this is. More. That's like approximately that's approximately 12% more. The speed boost that it gains is so brutal. This is 33 kilometers per hour. This is approximately 18 kilometers faster than the regular speed boost. However, it has a massive trade-off. Your yellow nitro actually suffers. And this is consistent with the other heavy core nitro. The heavy core perfect nitro increases your perfect nitro. So this is better for like long-term nitro. But your explosive nitro, which is what we normally call orange nitro, by the way, suffers big time. It suffers so hard that you would rather use perfect nitro in the air than explosive nitro. So this is heavy core shockwave. Not only that, you may have noticed a while ago that I was having a hard time running out of shockwave. You want to know why? So this is the nitro gain kit. So this is exclusive to Evo tuning, alright? So this actually improves your ability to gain nitro in a lot of cases. Flywheels. So this is the normal nitro stats, by the way. I'm not really sure how much is nitro points, but I'm gonna have to assume that this is 50 nitro points. 50 nitro points is only 1/4, so I think this is like 200. Okay, fine, whatever. This is the basic gain. Okay. This is what you call the flywheels. What is flywheels? Barrel rolls, flat spin, and airtime gets increased. Midweight gain. This one just increases your bottle gain and some perfect nitro. Curse. Okay, I had to look up what curse mean. Curse means kinetic energy recovery system. Basically, it's how EVs actually refuel their batteries. You guys know that if you're using an EV, an electric vehicle, you're going at speed and then you hit the brake, it's gonna basically regenerate some of the electricity, right? That's how. So that's kinetic energy recovery system. That's what curves mean. But based on what the bonuses are, if you're gonna ask me for the context of Asphalt, this is not kinetic energy recovery system because technically all of them are technically curves except for the yellow and blue nitro bottle. If you're gonna ask me, this is knockdowns, evasion, and wrecking stuff. So, you guys saw flywheels? Featherweight gain. Okay, there's the basic gain. Flywheels. So this is the midweight flywheels. Somehow I got really lucky and I got the heavyweight flywheels. So now we know. From 50% barrel rolls. So from 50% barrel rolls, you increase it by 15. And from flat spin with 30 points, you gain 50% more. And there's also traffic control for some reason. For airtime, this is interesting. You usually get only 10 airtime. 10 points per second in airtime. This one gives you 25. This is a whopping 150% more gain for airtime. This one is OP. So let's put that in context. Let's put that in context. This is 1000 Minarets, a popular top speed trap. Let's do that. Let me show you how OP this car is now. Okay? I'm going to take a middle jump here. Boom! Full! It's already full! I'm not even running out! This is like the case where... This is basically the case where using Shockwave Nitro for your long-term Nitro speed is actually better than using Perfect Nitro or Yellow Nitro. Alright, is this thing Mega Chunkers? One minute 14. One minute 14. Alright then. So you guys know about my... Alright, so I have 2 minutes remaining. Look at this. Look at this. So these are the free try cars right now in Class S. You have the Regera, and you have the Monster. Right? The Regera is 4,100. 4,600, which is the free try Regera. Right? We're not gonna use the free try Regera. We're gonna use the Evo Tune Enzo. Alright, Squad Rush. Look at the cars that I'm paired up with. It's either high A class or low B class. Sorry, it's either high A class or Platinum 1 guys from S class. For the case of the flywheels, by the way, the flywheels do best. The flywheels do best in tracks with plenty of jumps. And I KO someone. Okay. But then again, if there are no jumps, so this car basically puts the car next to Class S, or at least in the Plat 1 range. If I run out and there are no jumps, I can just simply spin. So these are Okay, so I didn't win in this one, so which is a big yikes. I mean, it did crash like twice. Basically, I made this car a reference to Need for Speed Rivals. So for those who are not familiar with how Need for Speed Rivals work, Need for Speed Rivals, the story goes like there's a cop that basically stole a impounded Ferrari Enzo. So basically, he's an imposter racer. He's an imposter street racer, and he goes by the name F8, which is kind of funny because F8 is now an actual Ferrari car. Chicken fry. Oh, he defended. Okay. Oh, you're going down, Regera. I KO'd a Regera. You would be surprised how often this happens. Like I just sneak up to a Regera and then KO them. And to keep it fair, I only KO'd as much as possible. I only KO'd the enemy team. So unfortunately, I'm having to... Oh, Norway. It's gonna be interesting. Nemesis, Norway. I don't see a Nemesis though. Come on. Is this guy per sport? And I'm in second place. Oh, that nearly killed me. Nope, 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 nope. I assure you, if this car remains in silver... Okay. I think in the previous multiplayer season, what happened was this car was included in Silver 1. And there were some times in which I do encounter this car, Evo tuned, actually show up in Silver 1. So sorry, show up in Gold League multiplayer. If you're gonna ask me, how should I keep this car balanced? This car can still be in Silver 1, with a massive exception that its Evo tune is just disabled. It's only by the time that you reach Platinum 2 or Platinum 1 that you can put back the Evo tune. Or rather, the multiplayer kind of caps the Evo tune. That should be how this should work. But at the moment, that is not the case. So that's the reason why they kind of didn't include it for this the car for this round. That's what they should do, especially for future cars that are like that are like below Platinum 1. So cars that belong in Gold League, the cars that belong in Gold League that have Evo Tune should have their Evo Tune disabled. And they can only have it back once they reach Plat 1 or Plat 2, realistically speaking. Because as it stands, as it stands, like I have like videos that are recorded of me using this card in MP2. 9 times out of 10, I reach podium at bare minimum. And 8 times out of 10, I reach like first place. I'm not even kidding. Well, based on the videos that I've actually recorded. Did he crash? No. Rival teams currently lead in the lead. Okay, big yikes. Well, that's an owl, and I'm not gonna be able to match that car's acceleration, so that's a big yikes. Come on. Now, comparatively speaking, I would say that it's the shock. Despite the, I mentioned that the shockwave is pretty brutal. Despite that, I would say that it's reasonably balanced because its shockwave acceleration is actually not that. It's not that powerful per second, but then again, it lasts so long that, like, I think you can reach its top speed in like half of its bar. I think. Now, if you can reach like 1/4 of your bar. Wait, if you empty like 1/4 of your. Oh wait, Osaka. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Is that first port with me? Not sure. Every time. I'm not even turning off my shockwave that often anymore. Come on, come on. I mean, understandably, the Regera is, oh dang it. Okay. Understandably, what the heck? I crashed and then I got into 3rd place. But then again, you do have to understand that most of these cars kind of suck for Osaka. So, like, look, Regera. They absolutely suck for Osaka, that's for sure. Do not bring a top speed car to Osaka, but then again, this is multiplayer, so that's not really your choice, so Gek. Now, here's another. Wait. What are the cars that I've recently upgraded, by the way? So I got the. Oh, I also have a 6-star Temerario, so there's that. Wait, I have a 6-star Temerario, and I also have a 6-star Sesto. I think realistically, the Sesto should be the one I should be prioritizing. I need to upgrade this soon. You know what? Okay. Oh yeah, wait, hold on. Stretch rate, okay. Alright. So for those who are currently watching, don't worry, it's not the end of the stream yet. So I've gained like approximately 4 subscribers from the previous stream, and I have 4 likes. For those who are wondering how this works, you guys may have noticed a timer on the top left corner of the stream. Excuse me. Uh, Typically, I would have that timer because I try my best to not get overstimulated playing any game. I do have attention issues, just so you know. So every 40 something minutes, I would typically perform a stretch break. So like I do like a few jumping jacks. But to make things interesting, if you guys subscribe before that time, I'm gonna be doing more jumping jacks, at least 10 per new subscriber. But even if you aren't, uh, if you're even if you aren't a new subscriber, you can also still engage by, of course, dropping a like on this video, and I'll do like running in place. Okay. Unfortunately, I have not completed the sound panels installation. I'm gonna try to do that this week. So as of right now, there have been 4 new subscribers and four people who like this video. Thank you for that, by the way. So I'm gonna be doing that. 4 times 5 is 20 plus 5 is 25, and then 4 subscribers would be. For those who are not familiar, by the way, this is 4.5 kilograms. Dang it! This is 4.5 kilograms, or 10 pounds for you Americans. All right, let's do it. 50 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Okay. Oh, wait, I'm not done yet. 25 run in, please. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So for the new subscribers and the ones who like this stream, thank you for that. All right, let's get back to our regularly scheduled asphalt. Okay. So for now, I'm not gonna entertain any more stretch redeems. For now, we're gonna have to wait until the next stretch break. Also, quick announcement. I actually made this announcement like last week, but this is what I'm gonna do. If I reach 500 subscribers, I will do, or at least I'm gonna try to do, 500 straight jumping jacks. I was able to do 200 straight jumping jacks previously, but I'm gonna make a video of me doing 500 straight jumping jacks, or at least I'm gonna try. All right, let's get back to business. Okay, so let's take a break from classic teams. Actually, wait. I need to take it. I need to use the toilet right now. I need to use the toilet right now. I need to pee. Yeah. So. Yeah. No. Okay. So let's get started with the XJR9 Grand Prix. I'm gonna do this and then we're gonna jump back into regular multiplayer. Neon Mirage is a 60-second trap, but I forgot which. No, neon means... Okay. 3 jumps. I need to complete it in 43 seconds. Oh, wait, hold on. I think this is the first time that we've encountered... Oh, damn. That's a pretty sick intro. Oh, it actually ends in Cairo. I didn't realize that. Okay. Interesting. I think there's also LA Override. Wait. Oh, I got all 3. Okay, nice. This is a car that definitely relies on its nitro a little too much. It doesn't have very strong nitro. It doesn't have very strong natural acceleration, unfortunately. Got him. So if this car goes slower than 350 kilometers per hour, you need to hit that shockwave. I did some quick calculation, and yes, you need to hit the shockwave or perfect nitro if you're slower than 350 kilometers per hour. Which is actually pretty bad, because many cars that reach 400 kilometers per hour in this game, at least in Class A, need to be in like... They only need to be like 320 kilometers per hour before you can turn off the shockwave. But for this car, you need to be at 350. Which is a little bit of a disappointment because this car definitely does go pretty fast. But again, because it doesn't have natural acceleration, it kind of has to, what the heck? It definitely has to rely a lot on its ability to shockwave. So this car is a big yikes. So this car is a big yikes for agility. Although, now if this was Asphalt 8, that doesn't really matter. But we're not playing Asphalt 8, so... Unfortunately, that doesn't, this doesn't hold true, so that's a big yikes. Now, if you do get this car to top speed, then great. it can now float. Also, it loses a lot of speed when it's drifting. The moment it starts turning, it also loses a lot of speed. So that's also another big kick. Alright. So that's my best time so far. Now, because the competition for second and third place is pretty tough. Yeah, understandable. Wait. This dude with the meh face is 3664. I'm guessing this is... Wait. How many stars is my car? I think it's 3 stars. This is overclocked, so... Technically, this should be around 39 or 4,000 rank, I think. That guy's only 1 star and he... Wait. That guy's only 1 star. 3664. This one looks like 1 star. And he's second place. Holy fudge cake. This guy's 4227. I think this guy's like 5 stars right now. Or at least 4 stars, I think. And he's overclocked. Okay, interesting. Alright. So I guess we're done for now with Grand Prix. Hopefully I do. I'm aiming for... I know it's kind of dumb to aim for second place, but then again, realistically speaking, considering that I do have like an alien player in my grouping, I'm definitely aiming for second place. All right. Let's get to some multiplayer. I'll have to be honest. The M600 is kind of meh, though that's because at the moment, the M600 for me is kind of meh, but then we're gonna start with that. Alright. Unfortunately, the Enzo is not available for multiplayer, so that's a big yikes. Though, realistically speaking, I think that's understandable. Very YouTube. The way how I see it, the M600 is kind of like a budget Valhalla. The Valhalla belongs in Platinum 2. This car is Platinum 3. It acts a lot like the Valhalla. Like, the car does accelerate pretty fast. Its nitro is kind of mid. But it has better handling, though that's only because my Valhalla is currently at 5 stars. The heck? Hello, Asphalt Physics. Oh, also like to win player, so there's also that. Come on, come on. What the? Don't screw up, don't screw up. Okay, that was a good start. I wasn't expecting to win, but hey, that was a good start. Thousand minarets. Oh boy. I think I do have the fastest car in the lobby at the moment. Maybe except for the 570S. But hey, we'll see where that takes us. Of course. Sorry, there's no way I'm gonna catch up. Okay. For those who are new here, I'll give you guys some context of what is my skill level. For multiplayer, typically I hang around the 2500 position. So I'm not gonna say that I'm like alien level of good. However, I would probably say that I'm reasonably competent enough. I mean, that's what you get for playing this game for at least 7 years, so. On. Come on, come on. Okay, I guess you win some, you lose some. Stuff happens. I would say that this car is a pretty agility-focused car, if only the nitro actually lasts longer. Because the nitro doesn't last that long, unfortunately. Yeah, that's why I call it the budget Valhalla. Tuscan, okay. We got some heavy hitters here. We got the Pagani Utopia. We got the Zagato, another DS car. Come on, come on. Third place, baby. Someone behind me fell off. Okay, third place. Not bad. +1, of course. You know what? Let's see if I can gain some rank using a spam car. I wouldn't say this car is a spam car, but you know what? Wait, this one has a... This car has a similar handling profile to... This car has a similar handling profile to an M600, and I don't use the M600 like it. What the heck? And unfortunately, I'm in San Diego, so that's a big yikes. I got 2 Trions I got 2 Trions in the lobby, so... All of these cars are definitely faster than me, so that's a big yikes. Oh well, doesn't matter. Is this a regular San Diego track? Yes, it is. Okay. Come on, can you stop spinning? Oh my god. No, it's a portal track. Dang it. And somebody behind me dropped out. There's at least two guys. There's at least two people who dropped out. Yeah, I knew it. Both of them are Remax C1s. Weird. Alright. A faster agility card that I do have would be the SC18, I think. Oh, Osaka. Okay. Do I have any threats? Like actual threats, not the Tryon? Yeah, it's probably just the, oh wait, the SC18 is here. Okay. Come on. Come on. Come on. Whoa, 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 somebody crashed. Okay. That was pretty meh. Okay. I think the next card that I should be trying would be the Remax C1. I think. I actually noticed that the Remax C1 is a... Oh boy. If only... Unfortunately, I did not have the tech rules in this lineup, so there was no way that I was going to properly, you know... Come on. This is a top speed track, but this suddenly turned into an agility battle. Okay. You guys dropped out. I knew it. Utopia and SC18, they dropped out. And the GT3 behind me basically also dropped out as well. The GT3 behind me was trailing close behind, but he didn't overtake me. I mean, understandably, this is a Shanghai track. This is not like Osaka. Okay. No change. I asked some people in the Asphalt Discord. I asked them, like, if I'm like top 100,000. No. It was like I said it's kind of difficult to imagine being in the top 100,000 and still being in bronze. That's kind of difficult to believe. I find that difficult to believe. But I don't know if that exists, if that is the case. Oh, Singapore, okay. What? Drift right? Yeah, drift left. There's somebody behind me. Got him. Okay. I wasn't expecting that winning gets a C1, but hey. A W is a W. I like the pauses you make between sentences. If you're not familiar with if you're not familiar with autism, that's the reason why I make random pauses between sentences, because I have a hard time speaking fast. Like Christopher Nolan. Okay, what's next? I may have mentioned this before, but then again, the reason why I don't highlight it that often is because, considering how identity politics are happening, there's a culture war involving identity politics recently. I don't want my entire identity to be like. Basically, I'm a guy who believes in merit. Yeah, I'm a guy who believes in merit. I don't want my identity to just simply because, because I'm autistic, I should get like this kind of benefits, or I should be treated this. No. Realistically speaking, I want to be treated like a real human. All right. I did not look at the lobby, so so this is a spam lobby. Okay, understandable. Come on. Third place, not bad. Got him! Before anyone asks, no, that is not the optimal path, unfortunately. I just do that so I can get some insane nitro. That's it. And realistically speaking, that's the more fun way. Full calligraphy style for Halloween. It's actually not that difficult. I mean, Google exists. Right, so wait, what is my rating right now? Get a notification. Oh, low battery. Got it. Okay, okay. Gek, I forgot to charge my watch before the stream. Gek. Actually, this is one of the main reasons why I'm having a hard time trying to record my planned video. Wait, Pacific the Pyramid. This is one of the main reasons why I'm having a hard time trying to record my video, is because I know that I'm going to edit my video anyway, but the massive problem is that I have a hard time trying to speak straight, even with like a prompter. I have a strange feeling that if I try to make an AI voice of myself, these voice stutters are gonna stay. I feel like that's what's gonna happen. Realistically speaking, if you're gonna ask me, I get really jealous of people who can speak like motor mouth, impromptu without preparation. Like, I can technically do that, but then again, I need preparation. There are people who can basically do that without having to prepare. Oh well, understandable. It's San Diego. Wait, what the heck? I'm the slowest of the bunch. Okay. That's pretty unfortunate. Yeah, some people can just speak for hours. Yeah, I get really jealous of people who can speak straight without having to pause. I also have a very problematic history when I was younger, where, what is this? Because I have speech problems for being autistic, I typically got into a lot of trouble by not knowing the right words to speak. Sometimes. No, not sometimes. A lot of times. So I think there was somebody in the previous stream. Yeah, there was someone who in the previous stream who said, does it matter? What is this? Does it matter if we knew the official name for Orange Nitro is Explosive Nitro? As somebody who's actually who got duped before with semantics, yes, it matters to me. Maybe it's because you're an ESL and you have anxiety and social awkwardness. Well, in my case, that is a symptom of autism. In my case, I know I'm autistic. However, as I said, I don't want autism to be like my entire personality when doing this channel. Also, it kind of affects how I interact with other people. Like, big time. Wait, is that someone? That's a Senna. I think this guy got demoted. Or rather, he's like on the border of demotion. On. Come on, come on. Yes. All right. Yes. Plat 2. Promoted. Okay. All right. And I've run out of my fuel there. All right. So for next car, all right, I need to bring out my spreadsheet. No, not this spreadsheet. Top league sorting. Platinum 2. I now have access to the Imola and the Senna. And the Fordzilla. Of course, Imola. Well, time to go big. Norway. Oh boy. So what's the top speed on this thing again? 390? At least 390. Okay. Excuse me. Come on. Behold, my Max Imola. You're mine, F8. Yes, 4th place. Where are the guys in the front? Of course, Tryon. Wait, Kuntosh? Okay. Time check. I don't give a duck o'clock. Oh, Nevada. Okay, you're giving you. The matchmaking is giving me all the good traps for the Imola. Interesting. Whoa, okay. Oh, so many people crashed. They literally fell off. Didn't hit the shockwave, damn it. Someone behind me. Dang it. Interesting enough, despite me sometimes using Class A cars in Gauntlet, I've never used the Emola in Gauntlet. Probably it's because I already have the Ultima and the Speed Tail anyway. Caribbean, okay. Wait, we got 2 Remax and 1 Senna. RPM trucks hit. Come on, come on. Whoa. That nearly killed me. Dang. Okay, too bad. SF90 and... yeah, of course the SF90 does be back there. Okay. Top 2500. Nice. And we got Nevada once again. Neva doesn't. Would you guys consider... okay, there are 3 types of tracks in Asphalt. One is cornering, where your top speed is not important and your ability to take corners is more important. Kind of given. The other one is top speed, where if you're the fastest car on the track, you're guaranteed to win. And the last one is drift, which is somewhere in between. In which you kind of need to be fast, but if you're caught lacking in the drifting department, dang it. If you're caught lacking in the drifting department, there's a very high chance that you're gonna lose. So that's why I call it drift. Drifted the wrong way. I knew that route was a bad idea. I previously got ragged on by some Discord members in the Asphalt Discord for using Perfect Nitro on those 2 jumps. But here's the thing. I have the option to use a faster Nitro, to use a stronger Nitro. I have the option to use a stronger Nitro. And there's a very high chance that I'm gonna die from those 2 jumps, or I'm gonna stay on Perfect Nitro and not die, but then get scrutinized. Considering scrutiny is not really much. Considering public scrutiny is not something that I don't really care about or that much. or rather, I do care about it to an extent, but then again, not as hard as other people. I decided to just simply take the L and just, you know, take perfect nitro on those jumps. Like, I was already using perfect nitro on those jumps, so I just didn't switch it off. There's a chance that if I hit the brake to turn off the nitro, there's a very high chance that I'm going to crash on those 2 jumps in Nevada. However, it doesn't matter, because I still won that race. I'm gonna post a YouTube short about it, probably later. Probably later after the stream ends, so maybe around 2 a.m. in the morning, I'm going to post a YouTube short about me winning an Unbreakable MP1 race where I had very little chance of winning. Yeah, I had very little chance of winning in that race because I was using a slightly slower car. And I got paired with a bunch of Ultimas that were trying to ram me. So basically, rammer lobby. Yeah, rammer lobby. And I still won. Okay, time's up. You know what? I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna finish the Fordzilla P1 for now. Wait. How am I gonna get demoted? 2600. Okay. Okay. So yeah, the Fordzilla P1, definitely not a card that you should be using for agility tracks. Understandable. I guess I can probably say that this is a card that I can use for I can use to test, you know, top speed tracks, because this is a top speed car. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, that's a big move for the Tryon. Somebody asked me in the Asphalt Discord server, do you own the Chiron? And I said Chiroff. That joke jump scare, but okay, I guess. Oh boy, Osaka. I would say that if you're gonna ask me about the Fordzilla P1, this car is a good. I would say this car is a good car to train on before using the Nevera time attack. Because this car's a dragster, that's for sure. Like, if you're gonna ask me, this car is kind of like... This car is basically a hot rod in the shape of a hypercar. in the shape of a 21st century hypercar. I mean, when you think about it, Ford definitely had the history of making hot rods, I think. I could be wrong. Come on, come on. Okay. You know what? That's actually a good quote. This car is a hot rod in the shape of... This car is basically a hot rod in the shape of a 21st century hypercar. That actually makes sense for the Fordzilla. Because if you're going to look at the other hypercars, like for example, the 1780, the Vision 1789 and the Valkyrie, right? Makes sense? Really, you're gonna give me Tuscany? Fine, whatever. And then you're gonna surround me with Valkyries as well. It kind of sucks that the Aston Martin Vikings are not... only the Valkyries available here. The Valhalla is not available here, so... I'm kind of forced to use the... Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go with that. I know I said it like 3 times already, but then again, I want to kind of hammer in yeah. So yeah. The Fordzilla P1. Yeah, the Fordzilla P1 is basically a hot rod in the shape of a 21st century hypercar. So this thing is probably a 21st century hot rod. I mean, wait, the Beck customs exist from Need for Speed. Yeah, the Beck customs exist. But then again, when you consider that you don't really see front engine high performance front engine cars that often these days. I think this is like the closest thing to like a modern hot rod. I mean, you can see the rear side has exposed slicks, has exposed tires, and this thing's built for straights. You can't even turn with this thing properly. Yeah, makes sense. So this thing is a 21st century. This thing is a 21st century hot rod. And of course, hot rods were kind of like hypercars back then. When you think about it. All right. So unfortunately, the timer has already run out. I definitely wish I can upgrade this, but then again, I don't have the money right now, or I technically do. Wait, you know what? Wait, hold on. Whale responsibly. The Super Snake is the next card. Wait, I already. Wait, where's the Sesto? Okay. the Temerario, the Ford GTM4. I need to upgrade the Temerario first. The TMR. How much is this? 900. And then very soon, for context, the way how I got the Temerario is actually from the VIP store. So at VIP level 6, the Temerario shows up for the Temerario shows up for 200 tokens, which I would say that in my spending 100 tokens for one for context, in the Legend store, if this car shows up in the Legend store, it costs like $192,000. Sorry, 192,000 credits, which should be around 192 tokens. But here, it shows up for 100 tokens a blueprint. So therefore, literally, if you're gonna ask me, past VIP 4, the cars that you can buy here, the blueprints you can buy here are pretty much a steal. Like, they're heavily discounted compared to the Legend store. So, in my case, I'm like, you know what? Just buy it. Well, if you have the tokens, literally, just buy it. Alright. Let me whale responsibly. No. I still have... No. I can upgrade the Super Snake. Okay. Also the Super Snake and the Ford GTM4. I haven't upgraded the Devo yet? Weird. Hoot hoot. GTR Neon, I do have a lot. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna upgrade the GTR Neon. Fine. Even if it's... Okay. You know, I'm gonna stop it right there. I need to upgrade the Super Snake. Oh, the Super Snake. Okay. $20, $21, $12. So acceleration is its best stat. Next to top speed. Okay. 700,000. You know what? I might as well just do it. Okay. Alright. Nice. Actually, it should be the Temerario. But then I realized that the Super Snake is actually cheaper for me to upgrade. So, yeah. There's definitely quite a lot of cars that I have not upgraded in a while. So, yeah, big yikes. So I will make a video about this one very soon. Hopefully I can finish it by next week. Alright. So I'm gonna have to end the stream like right now. But before we do that, as usual, I'm gonna have to do some stretch redeems as well. So we're gonna do that right now. Hold on a minute. Okay. Alright. 5 likes. Alright. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So for the one who give the stream a like, thank you for that. All right. So unfortunately, as I mentioned before, that's already it. Unfortunately, that's already the end of the stream. I've already been streaming for 2 hours. Okay. Wow. Okay. Anyway, do expect some in the next hour. I'm gonna be editing a few videos. Actually, no. I've already edited the video already. It's just waiting for upload. I'm gonna be uploading it in the next hour. So approximately 1 hour from now, I'm gonna be uploading a new short, at least two YouTube shorts. So do stay tuned for that. So anyway, as usual, thank you guys for joining in. Thank you guys for tuning in. So as usual, I'm gonna be streaming next week, and also I've already done tagging a lot of my untagged clips. So do watch out for that. Hopefully, I can get back to posting clips, and also hopefully I can finally upload my first very long video in a very long time. I have a feeling that it's gonna be like 30 minutes long, give or take. So yeah, do expect that. It's basically my garage maxing video. All right. So anyway, thank you guys for joining in. Thank you guys for joining in. See you guys next week. All right. Take care.